What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Question of the day comes from a good friend of mine, a young legend in the making. And his question was, what is a student of the game? I decided to write my definition, which is someone who studies their field constantly with the goal of understanding it in its entirety and has the mindset the game is always changing and something can be learned or applied in a different way. Someone who has a thirst for knowledge and understanding in their field. A catalyst. What are some examples was also part of the question. Tom Brady, the late great Kobe Bryant, Mike Tyson, Daniel Cormier, Dusty Rhodes. We'll get back into the examples in just a minute, but let's focus. Let's dig a little deeper into that definition, into that phrase, student of the game. Notice it's not master of the game. It's not legend of the game, commander of the game, chief of the game. It's not head honcho of the game. It is a student of the game. Because a student of the game has chosen to study their field. Whatever sport, whatever genre, whatever lane, as the young folks like to say, that you're in, you have decided that you want to immerse yourself and absorb as much knowledge as you possibly can. But not just absorb, not just read for the sake of being entertained, but reading for the sake of understanding, comprehension. One thing I always say, an effective communicator doesn't listen to reply, they listen to understand. I need to actually know your point of view so that we can get on the same page. This is what a student of the game's mindset has developed into. Student. They have decided that they are not on the level that they want to be when it comes to the intricate and nuanced parts of their field or genre. They have decided that they are less than where they need to be to accomplish their goals. And they have decided, this is the most important part, to put in the work to get to where they need to be. Student of the game is such a humble yet boastful phrase, because you're not calling yourself the master of the game, but you are letting people know that you're putting in the work to get there. It's a problem I have with a lot of young men that I counsel, the word submission, submit, bending the knee. Society has taught us it's a bad thing. You're a man. You're the head, not the tail. That you're the lion and the head of the tribe and the alpha, which is all good. But just because you're the alpha doesn't mean that you're always in charge. Just because you're the alpha doesn't mean that you're the best person in the room. Doesn't mean that you're the smartest person in the room. The minute you start thinking that, you're setting yourself up for failure. You should always assume that someone in that room has something that they can teach you or something that you don't understand yourself. Within that humility comes power, comes strength, it comes preparation. Because if you know that there's someone out there who is working harder than you, if you know there's someone out there who's preparing to beat you, it gives you that more tenacity, that much more fire to go after it yourself. I love the phrase student of the game. Oftentimes, the man in front is not the student of the game. He's the voice. He's the talent, the one who has the connections or has the right image. And oftentimes your life coach might not necessarily be the student of the game. Your life coach is the one who can tell you what goals need to be accomplished, can tell you when you're slacking, They can tell you, motivate you and push you forward. But the student of the game, this person is your strategist. Once your life coach is, and you have come up with these goals, and we know exactly the steps that it takes to get there, the student of the game is going to come up with the nuances, break down the little itty bitty actions that need to be accomplished in each goal. Let you know the pitfalls. Let you know what your opponent's behaviors are. What they look like when they're getting ready to do this. What they look like when they're getting ready to do that. What tails they have. Poker is one of the best examples because everyone on TV watching, everybody looks like they have a straight face. But these grandmaster players notice those little nuances that give away when someone has a good card, or a good hand, I should say, or a bad hand. Student of the game.